So we got another PLE this weekend to predict in Night of some of the champions. I can't in good faith call it Night of Champions because usually when we have these PLEs, guys, when it comes to Night of Champions, the card usually has 90% title matches. And on this 6-match card, it looks like we only have 2 title matches. And I do know that AJ Styles and Dom match got removed for reasons, and I completely understand that. But still, it's still weird to call it Night of Champions with only 2 championship matches. But either way, I still feel like this should be a really, really good PLE beyond what people think it will be. But before we get into predictions, I just want to take a moment to be serious. I want to say prayers out to the people, to the staff, to the talent, to the fans in attendance at this event, because I'm hoping that they'll get there and get back home to their family safely. I'm hoping the Saudi government is doing whatever they need to do to make sure these people are protected, because as we know, the Israeli and Iran, conflict is still happening. Even though Iran is about 800 some odd miles away from Saudi Arabia, the fact that they're hurling missiles at one another, I think any miles, honestly, is a little too close for comfort. And we heard that there was a ceasefire last night, but as of right now, there's been reports that both sides or either one of them have violated that ceasefire. And if that's true, that's still a scary situation to be anywhere near. But at the end of the day, I just hope everybody comes back home safe and sound. So let's predict what's going to happen on this card. So the first match we have listed here is a street fight between Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez, 2 of the double R's in this type of match. Now, if you know me, you know I love these type of matches. I love no DQ, unsanctioned, anywhere it falls, no holds barred, hardcore matches, all those type of matches when there's other destruction. I love it, and especially when you have 2 powerhouses involved in this match. I think Raquel Rodriguez would fit that bill. But honestly, if this match is done right, if they give it time, if it's destructive, I will say it here right now. I know it sounds crazy. For one, this honestly could be Raquel Rodriguez's best match on the main roster. And on the other end, this can be one of Rhea Ripley's better matches she has so far. I think this could be memorable if they give it time and if they do it properly. I'm excited to see what they do with this. Now, here's the thing. The fact that this match has no disqualification and involves a member of a faction, whether it be the Bloodline or whether it be the Judgment Day, we already know what that means. Somebody about to interfere. And I think that Roxanne Perez is going to get involved in this match to help Raquel Rodriguez win this match. I think that's definitely what's going to happen in order to build this friendship they seem to be hinting at. And over time, when Liv Morgan comes back, she's going to see that those 2 have become the best of friends, and Liv will probably feel left out because she's like, hey, Raquel, I thought we were best friends, and now you're all close to the person that I don't really like. But we'll talk about that in another video. But overall, I have Raquel winning this match due to the help of Roxanne. And if they want to take it a little bit further, I don't know if they're going to actually do this. This depends on a whole lot. I can see, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne jumping Rhea Ripley at the end of the match, and then Nikki Bella coming out to help save Rhea Ripley to kind of get people to like Nikki a little bit more. If they, they can do that if Brie Bella isn't going to be an evolution, because then now that Liv Morgan is injured and we're not going to get Brie versus Liv, you can have Roxanne Perez take up the vacant spot as the tag team champions with Raquel Rodriguez, and they can have their tag team match against Rhea and Nikki Bella at Evolution. I think that'll work out. I think they can definitely do that. But at the end of the day, I have Raquel Rodriguez winning this match. Next up, we have a match that I am personally excited about. My boy, my guy, Karrion Kross has finally have a match on a PLE, and it feels like this time around WWE is finally taking this man seriously, okay? If you didn't know, the match between Dom and AJ Styles has been canceled, either due to injury to Dom or probably someone not wanting to go to Saudi because of the conflict I talked about earlier, which I completely understand. But that has then been replaced by Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn. And again, I'm excited about this for Karrion Kross. Now, the fact that Sami Zayn is a good worker, he's great in the ring. Any match that he gets involved in ends up being pretty good. I'm expecting this match to actually be pretty good. And Karrion Kross is pretty underrated in the ring, so he will definitely help it be that way. But as far as the finish of this match, Karrion Kross has made it clear to everybody that his focal point is to make Sami Zayn go into this aggressive side. We've been seeing this for weeks. We even saw what happened one day at Raw where Sami Zayn finally crashed out on Karrion Kross and knocked his jaw loose. Okay, so for Sami to go by that little by little, and for Karrion Kross to get his jaw knocked loose and still find a way to smile at it, tells us what we probably are going to see in this match. And I think in this match, Karrion Kross will still be focused on unlocking that side of Sami Zayn. He won't be focused on winning this match. either, Karrion Kross could win the match because of disqualification. He can get Sami Zayn to the point where he crashes out again and maybe hit him with a weapon, hit him with a chair. And as he's destroying Karrion Kross still has that sick smile on his face. Or Sami Zayn could win and still attack him after the match. But I'm picking Karrion Kross to win because of disqualification, and this can build up this whole heel turn for Sami Zayn, and that, my friend, is going to be an interesting storyline that they can build up to in the future. The next match they have listed on this card is for the WWE United States Championship between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Now, what I'm about to say, I don't feel comfortable in saying, guys. I really don't, because I feel like this should happen at SummerSlam. But given the fact that Solo Sikoa has JC Mateo on his side, it's safe to assume that JC is going to help Solo Sikoa win that U.S. Championship. I just got a feeling that could possibly happen. Now, the only alternative that can happen here in order for Jacob versus Solo and for Jacob to lose the title at SummerSlam is something that's a wild card that probably won't happen. For one, LA Knight can't help them because he's mixed in with the whole thing with Seth Rollins. But the other thing that could happen, we know that Hikuleo is caught up to the main roster, or he's in the main roster. He was on main event. So what if they brought Hikuleo back to actually help Jacob Fatu as opposed to joining the faction with Solo Sikoa? Then if Jacob could retain off of that, that would then stretch this out all the way to SummerSlam, and then Jacob can lose it at SummerSlam. But if Hikuleo does come in and join Solo Sikoa, Jacob's definitely losing that title. But as the information I have in front of me now, I'm going to pick Jacob Fatu to lose that title to Solo Sikoa at Night of Champions. That'll be my final pick. The next match we have on the card is for the Queen of the Ring finals between Asuka and Jade Cargil. Now, there's not much to really say about this match. I think we all agree that Asuka isn't winning this match. As much as I love Asuka, I am a huge fan of Asuka. I'm happy that she's back. And it would be great that if she came back, won this tournament, then finally faced Io Sky at SummerSlam for that title, because Io Sky, when it comes to her, WWE forgot that she's champion. She has not defended that title since WrestleMania 41. So that would be great for her. But I'm seeing Jade Cargil winning this, and they could blame it on ring rust when it comes to Asuka. And at the end of the match, we can see Naomi come out with the Money in the Bank briefcase, kind of teasing Jade Cargil, holding it up in her face so that she let her know, hey, you can win this tournament if you want to, but you see what I got right here? You know what's in this briefcase. I can shut all of this down whenever I'm ready, okay? So that'll continue the feud between them two, and I think Naomi is going to cash it in really soon, especially when Jade has that match, and to take this opportunity from her, and that will continue the feud between the both of them. But at the end of the day, I got Jade Cargil winning this match. The next match they have on the card is the King of the Ring tournament finals between Randy Orton and the Super Saiyan Pastor, Cody Rhodes. Again, this is the other match that I think is pretty obvious. At the end of the day, I think Cody Rhodes will win this match to face John Cena at SummerSlam for John versus Cody Part 2. And by saying that, I pretty much told you what I think is going to happen at the end of the main event. But I think there's some things that's going to happen there that may be very interesting if it happened this way. But about the match I'm talking about now, I got Cody Rhodes winning. Will Randy Orton hit with the RKO at the end of the match? I don't know. Will Randy Orton get involved in that match at SummerSlam? I don't know. But for right now, Cody Rhodes will win this match. Now, the final match we have on the card is for the undisputed WWE Championship between our current champion, John Cena, versus CM Punk. And you guys know I am a huge CM Punk fan. He's my Chicago brother. I got to give credit and support anyone from Chicago. As you can see, I have the shirt on right now. Shout out to Hot Topic. But even in saying all of that, common sense tells us that CM Punk, he is not winning this match. John Cena is not losing this title anytime before the end of his retirement tour. So the question isn't if CM Punk will win this match. The question is, how will this match end? So in my personal opinion, in my fantasy booking brain, I will say that after having a long, grueling match, CM Punk and John Cena could be laid out. The referee could be incapacitated one way or another. And then we can see Seth Rollins run down the ramp with the Money in the Bank briefcase, hitting CM Punk with the curb stomp, because CM's going to want to try to stop him. He already hates Seth Rollins and want to take away this opportunity from him winning a title. So he's going to try to, but he's too weak to really do much. Seth Rollins hits him with a curb stomp. He sees John Cena getting ready to hit John Cena with the curb stomp, waiting for him to get in position. And then LA Knight comes out. He gets into it with Seth Rollins, throws him out the ring. Both of those guys get into a brawl. And then we see John Cena gets up, walks up to CM Punk, either hits him with an AA, or if CM Punk is still, trying to fight him, hit him with a low blow, wake up the referee, pin him. John Cena wins this match. And then I think the brawl between CM Punk, or not CM Punk, the brawl between LA Knight and Seth Rollins will continue into a feud between the both of them, possibly going into SummerSlam. So that's my predictions for this card. Let me know in the comment section what you think will happen. Do you agree? Do you disagree with me? Thank you guys so much for supporting. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Salute. Peace. Have a great day.